Yeah.
So we are chilling out in Durban, back on the boat after our adventures in Sandy Pass, and it looks like we might actually have a weather window to get down the Wild Coast tomorrow morning. So we're going to check out with Brady and Kaza and see what's up with the weather. How's it looking, guys?
It's looking okay. It looks like you said, we could probably leave tomorrow morning. Right now, we're having a bit of southwesterlies here in Durban. So that's Durban. This is where East London is, where the red dot is. And then, of course, we're trying to make it all the way to Cape Town. But the next window, where it starts to switch here, you'll see it's going southeast. And then it kind of goes to nothing. And then it switches around and goes out of the north. But it only lasts for about, that's Monday night. So that's tomorrow. That's 36 hours after we leave, we'll be right there. It switches back really quick. So you see that, Kaza?
Yeah.
It goes there and then it just really quick switches back. Because there's this other high that's pushing through, circling like this. It's actually changed since the last time we looked.
And then that doesn't last for very long though, right?
No, because it's really good because at least it's not a low. So if it was a low, you'd get these coming up and you'd get those southwesterlies. But since it's a high and it's spinning this way, these are going to come in and then they're going to quickly turn again. So then you have a really beautiful high that comes in. And that's by Wednesday. So really the whole passage could take 5 days if we could kind of make it. But let's just look at tomorrow morning. So this is when we'd be leaving Durban. And we'd be motoring into 5 to 10 knots. Probably 20 knots, maybe. But this high is kind of moving that way, so hopefully it'll kind of take over and not be on the edge. And then by Sunday, so this is by like tomorrow night, it switches for us. So by that time we'd be well out in the current, in a 5-knot current going south. And you know we can do like 12 knots if we have that kind of wind behind us. And then we'd need to be in East London by, it would be great to be in by there. So that's Monday at 2 p.m.
So if we leave tomorrow morning, that gives us 33 hours?
33 hours, yep. Which I think we can do.
To go 252 miles or something.
36 hours is 7.2 knots.
Okay.
So we should be able to average 7.2 knots on this coast, especially since we'll have 4 to 5 knots of current with us.
Unless we have 20 knots on the nose.
Yeah, but that's
a tiny bit, maybe when we leave.
And you see how this is the other models, right? So the other models show that other high sticking around and giving us kind of very light northerlies. So it's really just this model that kind of gives a weird thing right in there where it starts to turn. Because that one's pretty good. I mean, if we lose wind, that's okay. We can motor, and then you know what? This high comes in and we'll just blast right around.
Yeah.
And skip East London. And then this one shows a little bit coming up too.
Okay.
So we'll do it. We'll leave at 5 a.m., huh?
So we will probably, so the consensus says we will probably be motoring the first part of tomorrow.
Yep.
Until the northeasterlies kick in.
10 hours or something.
Yeah. Which will get us out into the current.
Yeah.
And then there's a chance that we'll be motoring the last part by East London.
Hopefully motoring and hopefully not beating into it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
And, I mean, maybe not staying there for too long either, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that breeze is coming on, what, Tuesday or Wednesday? Something like that?
Yeah. Tuesday,
switches to easterly?
Midnight.
Yeah. So it looks like a good window to get down the wildest part of the coast, and it doesn't look dangerous. So
baby steps, man.
Baby steps. Got a little window, you got to go for it.
Yeah.
All right. So
do this.
Departure time, what do you think?
5 a.m.
5 a.m.
So up at 4:30 and
off the dock at first butt crack of dawn.
Yeah.
And we motor out into it.
Okay. Let's do it.
So let's get a good night's sleep, and
Cheers. Do you want to look when the sun